A lot of people think that 2024 will be silver's breakout year. So many factors contribute to their opinion, whether it's the 2024 election, geopolitical issues increasing, government overspending, the US dollar quickly losing its spot as the world reserve currency, demand rising with supply falling, creating record-breaking supply deficits this year, and many, many more reasons that make their case more realistic than ever before. Do I think 2024 is quote-unquote the year? I don't know. So many unknown variables. But I do know one thing for sure. At the end of the day, those holding precious metals will be in a much safer position than someone whose money is just burning away in their bank account. Welcome back, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. Folks, if you are new, welcome. I post daily videos every single day, giving you guys the inside scoop. You will never miss a beat. It's your one-stop shop. And in 2 days, you will have an opportunity to win a bunch of silver shipped straight to your front doorstep by clicking one button. That button is subscribe. And the entry video is live for one more day. Do not miss out. You will regret it once you see the prizes. May the luckiest stacker win. I have two articles we're going to be breaking down today. First one is from investinghaven.com, talking about which precious metal to buy for 2024, gold or silver. What do you guys think, by the way? And do you also diversify into gold? Let me know. I do think that is a great idea. But just a little inside scoop, they are very bullish on both. The second article is talking about 2023 or the potential. So both of these give their opinions, their 2 cents on both years, and I think that will be cool to compare and contrast. And I would love for you guys to throw your 2 cents out there. What do you think silver is going to do in 2024? I think there's a lot of opportunity. I always say, like, the stars are aligning, the perfect storm is here. Do I think it's going to explode to like triple, quadruple digits next year? No. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that I think it truly will. And I've been very vocal about that for a long time. I always say by the year 2025, 2026, I've been saying that for probably 2 years now. But we're getting closer, and who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. And folks, it's Monday. You know what that means. Miles Franklin has their new weekly deals. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know I sent you. Ask what the new deals are this week. Ask them for a price sheet. They have great prices. They are very respected. Andy Scheckman is the CEO, and he'll hook you up. Very, very trusted company. One of the best out there. I'm honored to be able to represent them. So, which precious metal to buy for 2024? Gold or silver? So based on the single most important leading indicator of gold and silver, it is clear that silver has more upside potential going into 2024. So they're saying silver has more potential, but they are very bullish on gold, as you can see as well, which makes a lot of sense. Silver just has this extra layer to it that gold simply doesn't. So gold is heating up, silver somehow lagging, but has tremendously bullish long-term setups, and they will go into why in a little bit as well. They're not just saying this without any evidence of why they think this. So which precious metal has the most upside potential in 2024? Well, the answer is simple, and we can derive it from the leading indicator that dominates precious metals prices, COMEX futures positioning. Note that we are convinced that gold and silver would move higher long before gold became bullish in recent weeks. We even said so in public writings, and that's in very detailed public posts with their gold forecasts and silver forecasts. So, will gold hit new all-time highs in 2024? Short answer, yes. That is very interesting. What do you guys think, by the way? Every time they answer a question, I want you guys to let me know what you think will happen as well? Do you think gold will hit all-time highs in 2024? So they say this, and they go on to say, what is gold's highest monthly closing price and why it matters? Short answer, $1,989 an ounce. It matters because a monthly closing price above $1,989 might be the start of gold's long overdue rally to $2,250. Is gold expected to move higher and set new all-time highs? Obviously, yes. So, expected is a very important word that stands out when they say this. Everybody is bullish on silver and gold. Everybody. I've covered so many articles of people that are extremely bullish. So, that said, when gold and silver moved sharply lower in the last week of September, we said to stay calm and focus on precious metals leading indicators. We noticed was very simple, or what they noticed was very simple. Gold's leading indicator among the most bullish readings in the last 10 years. The leading indicator we are talking about is the COT, which is the source. It's a stretch indicator. In other words, it sets up suggesting the extent to which price can move higher or lower depending on the setup and dominant trend. And by the way, I always say if you want the best idea of what they're going to do, gold and silver's price, incorporate not only the charts, the technical analysis, also with the economy, with all the other factors geopolitically and even the fundamentals like supply and demand. You can get a pretty good idea. Like I always say, there's unknown variables, but incorporating the two together instead of just looking at one or the other is it makes a lot more sense in my opinion. So they say that this is looking like a dominant trend. Similarly, it's an indicator that suggests likely of a turning point to occur. It is not a timing indicator. It will not tell exactly when a turning point might occur. So there's no saying, oh, it's going to happen next month. So that said, we focus on the net short positions of commercial participants in the next gold futures market, the blue bears in the center of the chart. When their positions get below 100,000 contracts, it implies the price of gold is stretched to the downside. There is not a lot of downside left. This is indicative of a turning point. The rally should occur soon. And that's how to read these setups. As seen in the last 3 years, there was only one occurrence in which net short positions of commercials fell below 100,000 contracts, summer of 2022. That setup last summer resulted in a price rally close to 30%. So, gold's COT report suggests, and this is gold, the next one is silver down here. It suggests that it entered a neutral area. What this really means is that the outlook for the price is not bearish, but also not super bullish, because the most important influencing factor of price, which is COMEX positioning, is between bullish and bearish. The data point, the net short positions of commercials, blue bars, center pane on the chart below. So they're saying it's pretty much neutral. Let's see what they say about silver, though. They say, however, silver's COT report clearly shows that it has very bullish readings. And this isn't just speculation. They're looking at data. Clearly shows. What this really means is that the outlook for price is bullish because the most important influencing factor, which is COMEX positioning, is bullish. The data point, the net short positions of commercials, blue bars, center pane on the below chart. So, whether you think silver is going to stay at $25 for another year or you think it's going to hit $50, at the end of the day, owning silver regardless is the best bet. Like I said in the intro, I can say one thing confidently: those who own physical precious metals are going to be in a better position than someone who doesn't. So where and how to buy gold, or we're not going to go into that. You guys know where. info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Silver Slayer sent you. They got you. So this second article, which is from livemint.com, which, by the way, I post all the articles in the description if you guys want to check them out yourself. I do extensive research, making sure that I get the best stuff to you guys. If you guys want to check out how many articles I go through on a daily basis, these are all the articles that were posted just today and then Friday. So this is 2 days worth of precious metals info. I go through every single one of these articles, highlight the best stuff, the most important stuff. I check all the sources, and I go to some other places as well, but beyond just this site. So you guys are, when I say you're never going to miss a beat, you really aren't, because, you know, if one article doesn't talk about something, one of the other 10 that come out that day probably will. So yeah, I do a lot of research. You know, it takes a lot of time, but you know, this is what I do, and I've been doing this for years, and I love doing this, and I love making videos for you guys. So anyways, in a constantly evolving global financial landscape, investors are on the lookout for opportunities to safeguard their wealth and diversify their portfolios. Precious metals have traditionally served as a safe haven for investors during times of economic uncertainty, and silver is no exception. In 2023, it continues to peak at the interest of those assessing its investment potential. And I do think that a lot of people are looking at silver even more so than gold as an option. Usually I would say like gold's the mascot, and then sometimes people find this more affordable, more opportunistic metal, which is silver. But it seems like sometimes people hear about silver first, not only just from the Wall Street silver movement even. So understanding the investment potential of silver in 2023 requires an examination of the current state of the silver market, right? Silver holds a unique position among precious metals as it serves both as an investment asset and an industrial metal. That's the best of both worlds. That's where gold lacks. It's only the investment part, the monetary part. Recent years have seen silver prices fluctuate, influenced by tons of factors: economic conditions, geopolitical events, shifts in industrial demand. Like I said, were some of the reasons why people are extremely bullish on silver right now. So one of the primary factors that makes silver an attractive investment is the economic uncertainty, which during times of financial instability, investors often turn to precious metals like silver as a reliable store of value. Silver has historical track records of maintaining its worth when other assets like stocks and bonds may be underperforming. In addition to its role as store of value, historically acted as a hedge against rising inflation, as the purchasing power of fiat currency erodes due to inflation. The intrinsic value of silver tends to increase, making it a valuable asset for preserving its wealth. And I want to say something else as well. A lot of people say, well, silver was $25 back in, yada, yada, and it's still that today. Yeah, but think about how much the purchasing power of the dollar has dropped compared to silver's still $25. Think about that. The $25, if you would have just kept that $25 in your bank account back then and had that $25 now, the best way to describe this, I guess, would be like the Walking Liberty gas station metaphor I like to use. A Walking Liberty $50 back in the day could get you a gallon of gas, because a gallon of gas was 50 cents, right? 50 cents. Nowadays, that same exact coin could get you a gallon of gas today. Let's say back in the day you went through some wormhole and you ended up this year, you could still get a couple gallons of gas, actually more than what you could back then. 50 cents can't get you a gallon of gas today. But you could take that Walking Liberty that you would have used at the store to get yourself a gallon of gas. You could take that, walk to your local coin shop, sell it for $20 and get yourself a couple gallons of gas. But if that Walking Liberty didn't have silver inside of it, if it was just 2 quarters as nowadays, you wouldn't be able to get yourself squat. Silver is timeless. It is priceless, because no amount of fake money could equal something of real money. It has been real money since the beginning of man. So, anyways, the supply and demand dynamics of silver play a crucial role in determining its price. Think about that. Supply and demand dynamics play a crucial role. We know demand is increasing. That is a given. Solar panel productions increase like more than double in the last year or so. And in EVs, every automobile company by the year 2030 is going to be an EV. And there's actually there's something, I'm going to make another video on this, but something else that they are inventing or that they're going to start using and producing and requires a lot of silver as well. It's like there's no way that, by the way, we exceeded 1.21 billion ounces this year with record-breaking supply deficits. We've never been this short on silver ever before in history, and I'm sure we're going to be breaking that record more and more and more as time goes on. But just imagine how many billions of ounces the demand will be in the year 2030. If it was 1.21 billion this year and everything is needing more silver, and there's a direct correlation to silver's price and silver demand, what does that tell you? It's a no-brainer. I mean, think 1 + 1 is 2, not 3. So, while production has seen an uptick in recent years, it has failed to keep pace with rising demand. And that's driven by the industrial sector. This demand or supply-demand imbalance can contribute to higher silver prices, making it's an appealing option for investment. All right, that's the most appealing part to me. Well, and the fact that it's real money. So, furthermore, the monetary policies of central banks, particularly those related to interest rates and money supply, can influence the value of silver, which is also important. We had banks literally failing. Yeah, they get bailed out, but how many times will that happen? Bailed in, actually. In a low interest rate environment where fiat currencies may lose value due to excessive money supply, silver often gains favor as a store of value. In terms of investment strategy, diversification is considered prudent by experts. Silver can be an excellent addition to a diversified portfolio. Helps spread risk and mitigate the impact of market volatility. Notably, it tends to exhibit a low correlation with other assets, such as stocks and bonds, right? It's the perfect way to just diversify without having something that's going to be affected the same way as that other thing will, right? Silver kind of does what it does, and gold, but silver even more so. So, the investment potential for silver. Actually, there's another part up here. While recognizing the investment potential for silver, it's important to understand the dynamics and considerations linked to investing in this precious metal. Silver is known for its price volatility. Investors should be mindful of the likelihood of short-term price fluctuations, especially if you're going to sell anytime soon. Geopolitical events of global significance can significantly influence silver prices. Phenomenon not limited to silver alone, but also observed in the case of gold and other precious metals too. The investment potential for silver remains an intriguing topic for those seeking to diversify their portfolios and safeguard their wealth in 2023. Silver can be a valuable addition to a well-diversified investment portfolio, offering a balance of stability and growth potential in an uncertain, ever-evolving world. Great article. Both of these articles are very good. I like how they covered 2023 and 2024, all saying the same thing. One, this first article shows proof of why silver is so bullish, even more so than gold. And the second article just confirms that, just giving reasons why. So I think it's cool that the beginning of this video started off of the proof of why it has so much potential. And the second part is talking about what makes it valuable, what makes that potential have its potential, so to speak. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Make sure you subscribe if you want a chance to win silver. Make sure you go enter the giveaway. May the luckiest stacker win. If you guys want to purchase silver, info at milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. It helps me out, help you out. Andy loves to hear from you guys. In particular, we have a weekly podcast every Thursday, and it's a great time. We talk about a lot of different stuff. And if you guys want to see my personality more, I guess, beyond just me trying to act professional in videos, then go check that out. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.